Hello, I just want to apologise for how dark it looks in there, but my studio lights have literally just burned out on me, so you're gonna have to grin and bear it. If this is really bad, I will scrap it and do another one tomorrow. But in the meantime, let's just live with it. So a few months ago, a friend of mine got in touch with me on Facebook telling me that she was moving house. And when she was clearing out her house, she had come across something which she thought I would like, but she wouldn't tell me what it was. So, as I was quite curious of what it was, I gave my address and I waited. A few days later, this big box turned up, and there was a letter on when I opened it, there's a letter in it saying that she was moving house. When she was clearing out her old house, she came across something that an old boyfriend had left in her house years ago, and she was going to take up a tip or a charity shop, but she asked me if I wanted it first. And so I dug through the box, and inside it there was this. You can't see it very well in the dark, but it's a working Sega Master System, the first model. Now I've never owned a Master System back in the day, so I was quite chuffed with it, and it came with these games. It came with Sonic the Hedgehog, Alex Kidd in Shinobi World, Pit Fighter, and Special Criminal Investigation. And it also has Hang On built into it. Now, as I said, I'd never owned a Master System before, so I started doing as much research as I could on it to find out what the whole thing was. When I was growing up, people mainly had NESs. You've very rarely seen Sega Master System about. So I looked into it, and it was all very interesting. Then I came around to the fact that in the European countries, which is the PAL format, there was only 269 games released for it. So when I found out this magic number, the only thing I could really think of was I'm gonna go and try and get a complete game collection. That doesn't really seem like an impossible goal to aim for, really. So I started going around to used game shops and car boot sales and markets, and I started going on to game forums on the internet. And over the last sort of couple of months, I've obtained this amount of games, about 61 games so far. And so I am well on my way. Another 205 to go, and I'll be there. But I've kind of set myself a few rules about it. One, I would rather come across these games out in the wild rather than just going onto eBay and buying games. If I specifically go hunting for games, then that's going to take some of the fun out of it. I am aware though there are around about 10 sort of the Master System games which are going to cost me a few pounds to get, and also I'm going to have to specifically look for them on eBay and such, because To the best of my knowledge, they come around so often. So this is where I need help from anyone out there who's watching this, really. As some of you may or may not know, I'm in a wheelchair, and yes, for once I am using that as a kind of excuse now. You see, because of me being in a wheelchair, I'm limited into travelling around. I can't go to places. I can't get to car boot sales, indoor markets, can't travel to other places where there might be second-hand game shops or just second-hand shops that sell that sort of thing in general. So I'm asking everyone out there to keep their eye out for stuff. Please try and help me out as much as you would like to, really. Have a look in your attic, in your garage. You might have a Master System which was yours when you were a child, and it's just been stuffed in a box in the attic or something somewhere. And if you feel like you want to donate it to me, then get in touch with me through the Facebook page with the link down below, and we'll sort something out. If a lot of people come forward with stuff they'd like to send me, then I will look at getting my PO box address back up and running. I'll close it down because of the things I've done before. I don't need it for now, but if this kind of takes off and people want to send me things, then I'll look into getting that back up. But for the moment, if you just want to if you just wanna send me something now, and there's no way to send it, get in touch with me on a private message through Facebook, and then we'll work something out. We'll work something out there and then. If you're just gonna go out and you're just gonna buy stuff for me, there is a few exceptions to the rule. Because I've been researching it for a while, I sort of started to understand about prices of games and all that sort of thing. And there seems to only be around about 9, 10, 11 games in total, which realistically should fetch over £70. There shouldn't be anything that would cost more than £110 at the very most. But for those sort of prices, I'm prepared to look for them online and I'll buy them. I'm not expecting people to buy them for me. But however, if you are gonna buy stuff and you want me to buy it off you as such, I will say that these are my conditions. I will only buy a complete game, so that's got to be the box, the game, and the manual inside, and I should not be expecting to pay more than £10 per game, or you should not be charged more than £10 per game. On the Facebook page again, when I get round to it, I will write up a big list of every single game and the rough prices that people should pay for them, and every time I get a new game through, I will cross it off the list so people don't know that people won't buy me that game. Going back to my picture in my collection beforehand, around about 10 of those boxes are empty. I have been and bought 10 empty game boxes, plus I managed to print off on the proper inlay paper. I can print off the box art, so if you do have loose carts, and you want to send them in, that'd be good as well, because again, I can sort of build up the cases from there on in. And also, having extra games as such does me good, because that gives me more things to go and go on the forums and stuff and swap with other collectors. There is a slight misconception that old games cost a lot of money. Whereas it is true, there is some games which do fetch a high price on the market. It's not all games do. The games which people really are going after and really are going up in price is the old NES games. This one here is the original Super Mario Brothers. It's worth a little bit more than a normal cartridge, because it's not the Mario Duck Hunt game, which plenty of people have. And also, this one has come in it's in the original cardboard box, and it's got all the inlays and manuals in the inside box as well. So funny enough, it's actually the boxes which are becoming more valuable than the actual games themselves. But Nintendo stuff like this is a lot harder to get hold of, because of the perishable cardboard boxes. However, the Master System boxes are this come in a solid plastic. They're like original video boxes, so therefore these ones should be easier to come by in complete condition. Yeah, like I say, 269 games to go for. I have about 65 games so far, so I'm a little bit of the way there at least. I'm not trying to do this in one go. I can quite appreciate the fact it's going to take me a long time to do, so this is going to be an ongoing thing forever. For every single time I get a game come through, I will do a quick video about that game, saying thank you and just talking a little bit about the game. I should also do it with the games I've got so far. So I'm sort of saying this in the sense that everyone's gonna follow me along every step of the way. You can do it. That'll be cool. That'll be cool. Be cool if you all came along with me on a wonderful journey of collecting for the Sega Master System. But anyway, I'm gonna leave that there, because it's probably been going on far too long. Like I say, I apologize for the darkness, and please share this video around as much as you can, pass it on to people I don't know, anyone. I just want to get everybody involved in it, because well, the more people involved, the easier it'll be. So cheers.